don't love it. They 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 don't love it.
It's week 14. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Interplay here. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field. Green Bay.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick, but I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
Quick slant to Watson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
Love now on 2nd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey. And
there he goes, left side. Now he's loose at the 40 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 48 yards. First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Love going to give this one to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They juked him. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Hurts will throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action this time with Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 74 yards. And the Packers are once again back in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they'll get some wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Swift again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson
creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready, ready.
An inside give to Jones. And they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
That's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, Swift. Broken tackle. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Keeps himself upright. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive of 4 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. But not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Love's throw brought in by Watson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Final play of the half. Love finds his receiver, Watson. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Lamar Jackson, terrific in the victory, as his guys move their record to 9-4 on the year. From the former home of the Colts to their current home, we head west to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. DJ Chark, a touchdown catch in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Over the juke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let up in his game the rest of the way.
Great. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Love.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Rodgers on the return. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love from the gun.
A short throw to Musgrave.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Red, yellow, lining, check white.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Blue check, check pink, opposite, green.
That'll be caught right side by Reed. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Dancing to his left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now here on EA Sports. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now come the Packers for them. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Dances by him. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career. I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage.
He's got him in, complete. And give him another 6. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Airing it out deep for Smith. They've got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise. And
that's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up